We just saw another horrifying loss by the New England Patriots. The Saints beat the Patriots 34-0. The Patriots are now 1-4. And I would imagine Patriots fans right now, their confidence in their head coach, Bill Belichick, is at an all-time low. Like, I don't know what you're feeling if you're a Patriots fan. Please write in, let me know. How do you guys feel? I'm very curious. But since Tom Brady left to go to Tampa, Bill Belichick has done basically nothing. He got to a playoff game, so I would say almost nothing, but not quite totally nothing. But last week, we saw the Patriots lose to the Dallas Cowboys 38-3. This week, we saw New England lose 34-0 to New Orleans. And Patriots quarterback Mac Jones has 6 turnovers in the last 2 games. 3 of those turnovers, 2 interceptions and a fumble, were returned for a touchdown. So he's not only having a lot of turnovers, he's literally handing opposing defenses touchdowns. Last week, Mac Jones had 2 interceptions and a fumble. Dallas returned the fumble for a touchdown, and one of the interceptions was a pick 6. So Mac Jones handed Dallas 2 touchdowns last week. This week against New Orleans, again, Mac Jones had 2 interceptions and a fumble. One interception was also a pick 6. And, Mac was hit as he threw. The ball came out like a wounded duck, just like fluttering everywhere. It didn't really go in any direction of a receiver. It's one of those plays where it's so obvious, take the sack. There's nothing open. Why are you forcing a throw into coverage? Just hold on to it, take the sack, live to see another day. Instead, he gets rid of the ball, gets caught, taken for a pick 6. It's frustrating. And the fumble was a really bad play too, where the fumble was they get under center like they're going to run a quarterback sneak on 3rd and short. They run a pitch to the running back. It's poor execution. The ball isn't pitched very well. Ball goes on the ground. It's a turnover. Technically a fumble on Mac Jones. Man, early in the 4th quarter, down 31-0. Mac Jones got pulled out of the game. They put in Bailey Zappi at quarterback. I think next week Mac Jones is going to be the starting quarterback for the Patriots. I think. I don't think he's benched forever. I will say, oddly enough, if the Patriots are going to bench Mac Jones, my recommendation is a weird outside-the-box thought, but I would rather the Patriots play Malik Cunningham at quarterback than their backup Bailey Zappi. Malik Cunningham is an exciting, dynamic athlete. The dude can run. And if he's garbage, the Patriots are going to end up with a high first-round pick. Maybe they can draft Caleb Williams. I mean, if you're going to have a year where you're going to tank your season, I think Malik Cunningham is a really fun way to tank. I love that. It's a weird outside-the-box thought, but interesting to me. The big question in New England right now is, why is the Patriots offense so bad? What's happening? Is it Mac Jones, the quarterback, or is it the playmakers around him? What's the problem with the offense in New England? I will say, there aren't a ton of explosive playmakers. They're not built like Miami, where they've got speed everywhere. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, now Chase Claypool, Devin Achane, Raheem Mostert. I mean, they've got weapons everywhere in Miami. They're not built like that. They're not even built like Buffalo, who's got, Stephon Diggs, Dalton Kincaid, Gabe Davis. I mean, so I understand the argument that maybe Mac Jones could succeed in the NFL with better players around him. I understand where that's coming from, because it's not like there's a ton of dynamic players on offense in New England. But I also want to remind you, Mac Jones always will have a low ceiling. At best, he's got an average arm. At best. He's also never going to be able to run around and make plays with his legs. And one thing that drives me nuts about Mac Jones, go watch the fumble he had where they're under center, they run a pitch to the running back. His body language is horrible after bad stuff happens. There's both no fire, but there's also no poise. You got to pick one. Either be the passionate guy or be the calm, cool, collected guy. He's neither somehow. And comparing Mac Jones to Brock Purdy is wild, because Brock Purdy is the exact same guy on a good play or a bad play. Even keel. There's no mopey, sad, oh no, I'm so disappointed. I think Mac Jones handles failure badly. I don't like the body language you see when stuff goes wrong for him. And when you look at the Patriots roster, this next comment might be out of pocket or a bit unfair. But as I look at the Patriots roster, it's one that Tom Brady would have won with. Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki at tight end. At receiver, Juju Smith-Schuster. Kendrick Bourne, Devontae Parker, Demario Douglas, Kayshon Boutte, the running back, Ramondre Stevenson, Ezekiel Elliott. They've got an okay offensive line. There's not garbage in New England on the offensive side of the ball. There is no Tyreek Hill. There is no Stephon Diggs. There is no explosive, crazy playmaker. But I do have a hard time looking at that roster. I have a hard time believing the players around Mac Jones are 100% the problem. I don't know, man. Like I said, I can't, in all good conscience, look at the players in New England and say they're 100% the problem. There's enough playmakers. Hunter Henry's a good tight end. Mike Gesicki's got an ability to go get jump balls. Kendrick Bourne's a speedy guy. Devontae Parker, Demario Douglas. Like, there are playmakers or solid pros in New England. There's not garbage. Like, Daniel Jones has a way worse offense around him than Patriots quarterback Mac Jones. No relation, by the way. The New England Patriots are in a really bad spot. They're 1-4. The offense is a disaster. And I know it's a silly thought. I know this is ridiculous and weird. But I do love the idea of, Matthew Judon's injured, Christian Gonzalez is injured, players on your defense aren't at 100%, so your first-round pick, Christian Gonzalez, the corner's out, Matthew Judon, your pass rusher's out, you're 1-4 already. You don't need to win. You're not going to come back and make a playoff game. Why not put Malik Cunningham at quarterback? Have fun with it. Take him off the practice squad. And then hopefully you draft Caleb Williams next year. I know that's like an insane thing, but what would this Patriots team look like with Caleb Williams next year? At 1-4, offense is abysmal. I don't know. If you're going to make a change at quarterback, I'm not saying they're going to. All I'm going to say is I know it's silly. You're not going to hear this from anyone else, and probably because it's insane. And maybe I'm even half joking. I don't know. But I love the thought, the idea. Hey, if you're going to lose games and switch quarterbacks, put in the fun guy. Put in Malik Cunningham. He's going to run around and be messy but entertaining at minimum. And then if he's garbage like I think he might be, you get a great quarterback in the draft next year. What's the harm in that? I just think that Malik Cunningham would be the most fun way to tank I've ever seen an NFL team do it. And it's a weird thought, but what else are you going to lose? You're 1-4. Year's over to me if you're in New England. And Patriots fans, I want to hear from you. How do you feel about the team? How do you feel about Bill Belichick? Are people calling for his job? I would imagine there are people that want Bill Belichick fired. I love the people of Boston and New England. They are harsh and fun and passionate. And despite the 6 Super Bowls Bill Belichick brought in, which I think to me gives him, he can lose for way more years than this year, and I'd still keep him there. He's earned the right to do whatever he wants. But I would imagine there are some Patriots fans out there that are like, get him out of there. We don't want Bill anymore. We want a new offensive coach who can win and maybe challenge the other good teams in our division. Notice, by the way, the Jets have a good defense. Miami's really good now. Buffalo's really good now. Tom Brady got out at the right time. The years Tom Brady was in New England, their division was horrible. He gets out right on time. Suddenly the Bills are good. The Dolphins are good. And Bill's struggling.